Okay, so I finished working those corners. I've come around to my fourth corner and done my 3 trebles, 3 chain, 3 trebles. So just make sure my highlighting is up to date for those using this. That's what we talked about before. Now I did 1 chain, 3 trebles, 3 chain, 3 trebles. Now you can see you've got 1 chain left to do, and then you slip stitch in the third of these 3 chains. So on the written pattern, it'll just say chain 1, slip stitch in third of initial 3 chain. So here's my chain 1, and then I need to find the third one of these 3 chains here, and make sure I put my slip stitch in there. So this is where it's joined on. That was my joining, so don't count that. 1, 2, 3, and as I said last round, you can either go under 1 strand, 2 strands, like so, or approach it like a stitch, and you have to look at the strands like here. 1, 2, and that's what I'm going to do to mimic a stitch. If you find that too tricky, just go under 1 or 2. So you put your hook through there, grab the yarn and come back through those 2 and straight through the loop on your hook, making your slip stitch. Okay. And then you're going to snip that at the top of the loop, making sure you've got enough tail to weave in afterwards. Grab the ball end and pull it out. Whoops, and there's my second round finished. Now you can see I'm collecting tails here. Turn it over, you can see them better. I'm going to continue and do another round before I sew them in, but you can choose to sew them in at any point. There's no right and wrong with this. Some people leave it until they've got an enormous blanket before they sew them in, so it's completely up to you. I also want to point out that there's a back and a front. So the way I teach the pattern, there's a right side and a wrong side. Now, some people turn the work over in between each round, so they don't have that, but I quite like the neatness of the front of it. So on the front, you've got these V's all looking up at you on every round, and on the back, you can't see those V's. So we're about to start round 3, so make sure you're looking at the front of your work, and I will talk you through that in the next clip.